Hello, Steve White, Trek Boy 89 for Steve Hearts 89. Oh god. Taika Waititi is doing the next Star Wars film. Yeah, I was sort of looking forward to May 4th, Star Wars Day. I sort of thought I'm going to do something fun and Star Warsy, and I'll probably do a video talking about something about Star Wars that I like or something, because it's been nothing but negative for a while. And then what do we get? This piece of news, which is not positive. It's not a good thing. Taika Waititi is a troll. He's racist. He hates the fans. He does nothing but criticize them and mock them and taunt them with the fact that he's fully intending to destroy the mythology and canon or whatever of whatever he touches. So he did his best to make a joke out of Thor. Um, and I didn't really think about the racist implications of that back in the day. I mean, when I saw it, the film was a disaster, and I know it did well commercially and everything, so no one cares. But he destroyed the character, he made it into a joke, and then they further did that with Endgame, totally destroying the character. And it kind of escaped me at the time, but it's like Thor is like the whitest god, and Waititi, who is not white, did his best to absolutely mock and humiliate and destroy that character. And I kind of didn't get it at first, and then I sort of saw a lot of his comments and his trolling of fans and mocking how he would destroy our mythology and all this stuff. And I kind of realized, oh, he's got some weird racist left, obscene, absurd, extreme left agenda with this, and I'm like, oh god. And then I heard he was doing the sequel as well, and of course he has to destroy Thor totally and have a female before instead, because it's like he'll do whatever the studios want, and at the moment the studios want to destroy the patriarchy and men, and white men especially. Now, being a gay white man who isn't allowed into the patriarchy, I'm not personally offended or distraught by that situation, but I still see it as a destructive act, and it's not really positive or creative. It's just cultural vandalism, as someone might call it. And it's just really like, oh god, why can't we just have someone make a good, fun Star Wars film, which is just an adventure film, not a politically saturated, gender driven mess, which is all we've gotten lately. Like, people watch science fiction to escape. They don't want sexism and racism and political agendas, and it's it's just why does that always be bad news and negative shit and just um yeah. And the other news is that oh shit, what's her name? Damn, I forgot her name. Is it Leslye Headland or something? The female who is doing the female-driven Star Wars series, which immediately announces a gender issue, a political agenda, just there's just no way to escape it. It's just like they're just saying, okay, we're gonna make this all about women and hating men, and you're not gonna be able to watch it or enjoy it. You're not allowed to. You have to be miserable and preach to, and unless you're SJW and you can enjoy it for the preaching, and the lecturing and the demeaning of the enemy, the white man, you're not going to enjoy this at all. And those people don't even watch the show anyway, which is why a lot of the shows that are orientated towards females only, because the idea of equality and having women being represented in cinema and TV was something that was happening and was going okay until they put it in some bizarre hyperdrive that just took it to a point of extremism and ridiculousness that took the fun out of anything, and just really sabotaged themselves and just made like actual progress just how do I put it? They killed actual progress and replaced it with agenda, and everyone hates it. and it's taken things back where now men who didn't have any problem with women being in TV shows or movies or being action characters or leads or anything, now they actively, aggressively go against it because it's not done as an act of equality, it's done as an attack on them. And it just hurts the cause. It's just, oh, so it looks like there's just no good news for Star Wars. We've got a racist guy who wants to destroy all white people doing the next film, and then we've got a female who hates all men who wants to do a female-centric series that is all. It's just. I don't know what to say. And then you say any of this, and then you're a racist and you're sexist, and because I'm white, I can't say anything because I'm automatically racist. Fortunately, I'm gay, so I've got the gay card, so I've got some minority um, status there. I'm part of the whole woke thing because technically I'm diverse and need to be represented. So, you know, I may be white, but I'm not a straight white man. So, I get some access to the kingdom basically. But essentially, I'm still a white man when I'm not being gay, so I still pretty much am not welcome anywhere and vilified and alienated. And it's just a bizarre state to witness at the moment in the media and in particularly science fiction at the moment. It's just a bizarre state. You can always just go and watch your old DVDs where we were equal and like women and men worked together and they didn't hate each other and they didn't have to demean men to push women up for this simply for the cause of pushing women up, not because they actually did anything to deserve being above anyone else. It's just this bizarre state that is just inescapable. Once you sort of are alerted to it and you see it, you can't watch anything without seeing it because nothing is produced without these political agendas and dramas in them, and it's just a fucking shitstorm mess. And it's ruined all the fandoms. You can't enjoy anything anymore. Doctor Who, Star Wars, Star Trek, they're all just a shitstorm. And it's just bad news after bad news after bad news. And I just realised a while ago, it's just not going to end. Everything I loved, all the franchises I grew up with, are destroyed. And the people who destroyed them did it deliberately, and they're going to make sure they stay dead. So really, you really just have to go back into the past and nostalgia and just watch your old Star Wars movies and your old Star Trek episodes because they're never going to make the actual shows again or the movies again. All you're going to get from now on is political agenda, racism, sexism, disguised as diversity and advancement when it's the complete opposite. So yeah, I was excited today when I realised, oh, it's May 4th, it's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. I'm gonna watch something Star Wars today. I'm gonna do something about Star Wars. I'll do a video. I'll talk about something. It'll be fun. And now it's like, ugh, Star Wars is dead. Star Trek is dead. Doctor Who is dead. What else is dead? Everything's dead. He-Man looks like it's going to be dead. Kevin, what's the name? Kevin Smith is still saying that they're not turning it into a Tila series, but they stated it was a Tila series when they first announced it early on, and they had press and that about it. And then once the fans caught onto it, then suddenly turned around and said, no, it's all traditional. It's all exactly what it is. Everything's how it's supposed to be. No. They're just lying. They're just lying until it gets released, like they did with Star Trek Discovery. They lied about everything about that show until it was actually on the air, and they couldn't deny anymore that they were using alternate license and everything was different and changed and not canon and nothing. And they'll do that with no shame. And I'm pretty sure they're doing the same thing with anything they're saying isn't woke. They're lying. Everything else is. And it's just all a big, huge shitstorm mess. And Star Wars just got a big dollop of shit dumped on it today. And I'm not saying Taika Waititi is shit because, Lord knows, that would be, but his work, his agenda, his politics, his intentions are shit. And it's just so sad because I do think he's smart and I do think he's funny and I do think he's clever, but his intention is just wrong. He just hates white straight men. He wants to destroy them. um, in favor of women because he gets patted on the head for it.